Okay, well, last time I did one of these videos, it was I think the first week of January, and it was minus 25 out, and there was 6 feet of snow here. So I just wanted to do a summertime version of one of these walk-arounds. So right now it's the 19th, or it's the 20th of August. It's been a really rainy summer so far, and it's supposed to rain again this afternoon. So we've been kind of putting off a lot of things that we would normally do just because of the rainy weather. Still getting lots of biking in though. But Norma's been working really hard. Did a really nice flower garden here in the front with a bunch of cedar mulch. So we put that in. And over here this summer, I'm just waiting for another month or so, and then I'm going to dig out this. We had flower garden over here the first 2 years, but it doesn't really work out too good. It gets too much shade, so we're going to dig this out and just put some of those nice white crushed stones in there, those pebbles, and then put a couple of boulders in there. I'm going to cut down these 2 cedar trees, and we're going to fill all this in with nice white crushed rock, a big boulder there and a big boulder there, and it'll look really good. That's the project for the next month or so. Just finished painting the fences around the perimeter. And another big job that Norma did, well, she got a whole dump load truck full of cedar mulch, and she did this entire bank along here. And it looks really nice. Really like the way that turned out. She did that all herself. That was her project she wanted to do, so she did it. Worked really hard doing that. Took her, I think, 2 or 3 days. Wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow. And then down at this end, put in a bunch of flowers and some old logs and posts and some rocks. And looks really good. I bought a little bear last time I was up in Perry Sound. Put him in the tree. Might move him. You can't see him very well there, so I want to put him somewhere. Under the new deck here, we got this big door here. So that's how we get the kayaks in and out here. Lots of really good storage here. I already started cutting some kindling up in those boxes over there. I need about 30 boxes of kindling to get me through a good portion of the winter. That might not even do it actually, but well, that's about what I'll go through from kind of mid-September until end of April. That's pretty well the burning season. Even into May, you're still burning a bit. So as we go along here, this deer, we had him up, we're going to put him back up here on the bank because it looks really nice in the winter. And we also put in a nice little veggie garden here. So that's all lettuce there, and is that ever good lettuce? It tastes so much better, and the texture is a lot nicer than the stuff you buy in the store. Whole different taste. So that came out really good. And then we also got some cucumbers coming in there, some cherry tomatoes, and I'm not sure what else she's got planted in there. I forget. I can't tell what this stuff is. I'm not good with gardens. I don't know what's planted in there other than the lettuce and the tomatoes. There's our well spout. I've got about, started splitting up about half of that cedar. That was full right up to this spring. I've already split up about half those logs for this winter, but I got a lot more to go yet. Need a lot of cedar for kindling. And in here, there's the KLR. I traded in my Grizzly on it, so the Grizzly's gone. KLR, I drove that out to New Brunswick earlier. I just got back about maybe 3 weeks ago. It was a really good trip on that bike, and it was perfect for it. So all the back roads going through the States, through Vermont, New York, New Hampshire, and Maine. And then came up at St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and went along the coast to St. John, Moncton, and up the Northumberland straight to the Miramichi. And it was good. There's some more of the cedar I've got cut up, 4 boxes. Like I said, I need about 30 of those boxes for the winter to get me through. Our boat over there that we haven't even put in the water yet this year. Tractor, mountain bikes. Those 2 tires there, that's brand new tires for my other bike. That's over in the other garage. Because the stock tires that are on it only are good for about 10,000 kilometers. And so I've already bought 2 new tires, some better tires, some Dunlop Road Smart 3s. I should get about 25,000 kilometers out of those. Lot better tire than the OEM stock ones that come with the bike. The trees haven't fallen down yet, and we've had some wicked windstorms here. Almost, you know, we've had tornado warnings here. We've had several of them here this winter, or this summer so far. But I always come out and I watch these trees in the really high winds, and they're bending, but nothing's broken off them yet. A few branches. That's the leftover mulch from the original pile. It's our dead end road there that ends up at there's a cottage up there at the end. And walking over here, the wood pile again. So this year I'm going to be using the left side. The wood on the left side has been there since the spring of 2016. So it's had 2 full summers of drying out, and it was actually cut in the fall of 2015. So it's got plenty of time to dry. It's really good dry hardwood. And these big logs, that's cedar logs. That's some of the kindling I have to split up yet. These are my splitting logs. Okay, and I put that tire down. I put a log inside. It just helps stabilize a log, and you can cut them up a lot better. This is the stuff I picked up this spring. That's exactly 10 face cords of hardwood there. So that'll be burned starting in the fall of 2018. So that's going to be. I picked this up in April. And April of 2017, and it was cut in the fall of 2016, so it's already almost a year old. It'll have another year, so it's 2 years drying, so that's perfect. It'll be just right at that time. Still got a big stack of semi-cut cedar right there for kindling. So we got lots of good dry kindling and stuff for the next 2 winters. And walking over here, really like all these trees here. It's nice and shady. Kind of a pain in the ass to cut the grass in here, but no problem. And this is another new addition here. This a flower garden. That was an old fire pit here before. But we'll put this in. And that looks really nice. So, yeah, it's good. In the winter here, in a few more months there'll be 5-6 feet of snow where I'm standing right now, but right now you can still get in here. A couple of chairs out here, we sit out here sometimes. And here's our gazebo. And Nika just loves to sit under that with her frisbee when she's not chasing a frisbee. Hey, Nika? Let me throw you a frisbee for you. Here. Bring it over. Come on. Ready? She'll do that all day. Just finished staining the deck last week. Put two coats on it. Had to let it, it was all brand new wood, so we had to let it dry for an entire year before we could put the sealant on it. And it came out really good. And it's been raining, everything's wet. Nika's doggy door works really good. It's nice because we don't have to keep letting her in and out all the time. She just does it on her own. She even closes the door by herself. Sometimes it sticks open. We'll just say, "Close the door, Nika," and she'll go up and bat it with her paw and close it. So it's been like a year now this has been built, and we spent a lot of time out here. It's great. Love it in here. Beautiful in here. Still smells just like when it was first built. Nice cedar smell. Beautiful in here. The windows, it's uninsulated, so we can. Nika will sleep out here in the winter. Up to about -10. She does. She curls up there on the couch and she sleeps there all night. But if it gets really cold, and then kind of more than -10 to 15, she'll start out here, but about 3 o'clock in the morning she'll give it a little bark, and we'll have to come and let her in because it gets a bit too cold for her. And her doggy door is right there. So going down here. So our other two bikes are in here. So that's my Yamaha FG09, and that's Norma's Suzuki Boulevard S40. And they're both really good bikes. I mean, I just love them both. I've got almost, just over 7,000 kilometers on my FG09 already, and on the KLR, the Kawasaki, I've got about 65 on it. So I've got well over 13,000 kilometers so far this year, and that's basically just since May. So I've been riding a lot. They're both really good bikes. Norma's got there's about almost 2,000 kilometers on that. She's loving it. Still needs a bit more practice in city driving yet. Hey Nika, hey, you brought me a frisbee? Yeah, I'll throw it. I'm going to throw it for you in a minute. Just hang on, okay? We're going to play some more. Just yeah. We're going to go out. So yeah, that's the bikes. And in the winter, I'll take all that stuff out of there and I'll put a wood pile there. I'll put a couple of slats up there, and I'll keep basically one cord in there, and that'll be our working wood. I just keep restocking. It just saves you going out into the wood pile at in snowstorms and cold. You can just kind of grab the wood from here. I'll even set up a little splitting station here so I can actually split some kindling up if I need it. All right, so that's how that works. And we've done that the last 2 years, and it's worked out really good. So we'll just continue doing that. So that's it for now. Everything's going good in Palmer Rapids. We love it here. Norma's down in Kingston at a golf tournament the last 2 days. She's coming home later on today. So I'm just doing this. Our fire pit, we've hardly used because the bugs have been really bad this year. And it's been wet too. So hopefully this fall we're going to start using that a lot more. And that's the plan. Alright, so the next installment of the house will probably be in January of 2018. Alright, catch you later.